Welcome to Free to Cook. In this episode, we're going to be cooking an awesome party dish, Baked Camembert with Basil Pesto. As a bonus, we're going to make the Basil Pesto from scratch. I just wanted to mention that I've listened to some of your feedback about how my knives aren't as sharp as they should be. I found this fantastic knife sharpener from my local homeware store, and it's really easy to use, and makes your knives beautifully sharp. There's a link in the description if you want to get one for yourself. So to start off, we need to make the basil pesto. I know there'll be a ton of comments about how you can make this in the blender, but I find you get a better flavour and a better texture by doing it the old-fashioned way. First, add 2 to 4 cloves of garlic in a pestle or mortar. Then a pinch of salt. This will help mince the garlic. Crush the cloves until they're fully minced. I love garlic, so I've added 4 cloves, but I recommend you use 2 cloves. Next, slowly add a large bunch of basil pesto bit by bit. If your basil has small little flowers, don't be afraid to use them as they add a nice sweet flavour. Continue adding more and more basil until it becomes a paste. Next, add 3 tablespoons of pine nuts. You can roast them, but I find fresh ones give a better flavour. Crush the pine nuts into the mixture. Now to really kick up the flavour, finely grate fresh parmesan cheese using a microplane. In total, you'll need around 50 grams of grated parmesan. Mix it into the pesto. Now to finish off the pesto, add a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Add more or less depending on the texture you want. There you have it, basil pesto. Now for the baked camembert. Take a wheel of camembert and slice across 1 centimeter apart and then the same the other way. Place it on a tray lined with baking paper before placing in the oven at 356 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius. Cook for 15 minutes so the cheese can melt. Transfer to a plate or a board for serving. Top with some sun-dried tomatoes, some of that beautiful fresh basil pesto, then some spring onions. Finally top with some grated fresh parmesan, and there you have it, baked camembert with basil pesto. This is the perfect party dish or a great casual lunch. If you found this recipe helpful, don't forget to share it, subscribe to the channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and if you have any recipe suggestions, leave them in the comments.